What? Bang!
Pro Wrestling Podcast. Just when they think they got the answers, I change the question.
Rep, screw, rep.
Yeah.
Woo!
Who are you to doubt El Dandy? Because this guy's a serious professional.
Did he do it? Unbelievable.
Too hot to handle and too cold to hold. And I am Macho King Savage.
Shut your mouth, you thong-wearing fatty. I said WWE stands for. It's me, Austin. I will never retire.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Hey, yo, Pro Wrestling Podcast listeners, welcome to the show where we don't sing it, we bring it. Help us out and click subscribe to show your support. Hey, look, are you sick and tired of dropping, let's just say, far too much money for the latest and greatest wrestling video game? You have to stop right away. Put that cash back in your pocket and go for Wrestler Unstoppable, available totally free. App.WrestlerUnstoppable, that's the website, that's how you get there, where you can create a wrestler, sign contracts, get into storylines, headline PLEs, even build your own corporation, all from the ground up, all included, totally free. Again, app.WrestlerUnstoppable.com. While you're in there, look up Odin Maximus, that is my avatar. I'll be happy to help you get started in that game. If you're looking to bring a new friend to family game night, it's easy with Sketchy People. Showcase your artistic side in this game from Beezle Games by going to thegamecrafter.com and picking up your copy today. They are our lead-in sponsor this evening. And also, if you're looking to become a member of the Pro Wrestling Podcast family, you want your name in the shout-outs like John down in Texas, then make sure you swing over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/Pro Wrestling Podcast. Sign up today. We do have loyalty rewards. If you are a $15 a month contributor, you get to co-host a show with me. $7.50 a month, enter into a drawing to also co-host an episode with myself. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this episode of the Pro Wrestling Podcast. If you've got questions, comments, something you want me to get to in a future episode, the only way I'm going to know that is if you pop over to the Pro Wrestling Sound Off line, leave it there, 267-642-1160, and I will get to those in a future episode. Tonight, we are predicting Summer Slam Night 2. Night 1 was crazy. We are going to recap all of Summer Slam Nights 1 and 2 in a future episode, but today, it is about predictions for Night 2. If you are looking at the card, there's much to, well, I don't want to get into too much about last night, but there seems like to be a lot of predictability, so maybe I'm totally off. I'm going to go with some outliers here and take some crazy guesses just to shake things up. And look, I might be wrong about all of them, but I just am curious to see if WWE's got the cojones to pull the trigger and doing some crazy things. Let's start with Sami Zayn versus Finn Balor, winner becoming the new number one contender. And look, I think it's pretty easy to look at the fact that they've built up Finn Balor recently and really tried to reestablish him. But I really do think that if you do have Kevin Owens on the verge of returning, which is what all the reports are saying at this point, that this would be a great spot for Kevin Owens to come back, help Sami Zayn win this match, and get him back into the World Championship picture. Kevin Owens getting involved, CM Punk. This could be something that eventually leads to a CM Punk-Kevin Owens feud, which is something I think everybody would love to see. Everybody who knows anything about outside of the professional wrestling business, Kevin Owens is very good friends with the Young Bucks. Young Bucks and CM Punk obviously have tons of history there, the issues in AEW. So I think a lot of people would love to see that feud. This might be a way to get there. My prediction tonight, Sami Zayn wins through the help of Kevin Owens. Trick Williams versus Baron Corbin for the WWE United States Championship. And look, I would love to see Baron Corbin reestablish himself as a top-tier candidate to be a world champion someday. I really think he deserves an opportunity to have some of those programs. But right now, I feel like he's kind of in the same role as people like Zack Ryder or Matt Cardona, whatever, and that kind of thing, where Rusev, where you come back, you're a veteran, you're not going to be in that main spot ever again, and you're kind of there to fill out the mid-card with some really reputable names to make the matches intriguing and help get young talent over. I don't know how many people you need to do that with, but apparently that seems to be what WWE's MO is recently, and so that's why I predict that Trick Williams will retain over Baron Corbin, because they don't seem to push the returning stars at all, at least not recently. You know what? I'm going to save that one for later. Let's go to Danhausen versus Dominic Mysterio. Doesn't make any sense for Dominic to win this match whatsoever. I don't want to spend a lot of time on this one because I'm sure it's going to be some hokey, crazy, curse-filled, theatrical performance. Danhausen is over like Rover, moving merch like crazy. They are overexposing the guy at this point, but whatever, it is what it is. I see Danhausen winning this match, going away, taking the cash, and being on with it in this, 100,000 human monies match. So, no surprises there. I don't think it's a surprise that I'm going to predict it in the Intercontinental Championship match, Penta defending against Chad Gable. It does not make any sense to me for all of this to happen and not give the championship to Chad Gable for a variety of reasons. One, Chad Gable's earned that opportunity with everything he did with the El Grande Americano feud down in Mexico. Two, and this is something that WWE hasn't even talked about, but it's the only way I could see for them to progress with another storyline. Braun Breaker needs an opponent. And a valuable opponent, and he doesn't have one right now. So here's what I see. If you have Chad Gable win the Intercontinental Championship here, first off, I don't know if you know this or not, but over the weekend, there was a dark match where the Lucha Brothers reunited in WWE. I think they're toying with that idea. It would really bolster their tag team vision. So if you do that, you can move Penta into that role. Chad Gable then needs an opponent, and Braun Breaker needs to be elevated. You have the Alpha Academy feuding with the Vision right now even, and this would be an easy way to parlay that relationship into a match with Braun Breaker getting back into a singles championship run, going for the Intercontinental Championship against Chad Gable. I don't need him to necessarily win it right away, but I certainly would love to see the two of them have a very long feud, and I don't mean every day on weekly television. I mean, gotta have a little bit here, a little bit there, but a lot of talking, a lot of promos, building up to great matches. But I think they could really put on a show, and I think this would be a great way to get that started and get the planning in that direction. Let me go for my one crazy thought, notion, outside the box thinking thing. All week I felt like Charlotte Flair was going to win the Interim Women's Championship, but then when you think about it, her and Rhea have been done to death. They really have. You got to do something to bring somebody else up, bring somebody else's level up. We still need the Flair Cargill match. We need to get that without a championship involved because of the interim thing and because of Rhea being injured and all that. So I don't think Flair or Cargill win after much deliberation. So that doesn't leave us with a lot of options. You do have Tiffany Stratton, but she's U.S. champion. I don't think it makes any sense to put the belt on her. Now, Chelsea Green is an interesting conversation because there's two things you could do here. One, she could win the championship. But then what are you going to do? Have Chelsea Green and Rhea Ripley for the World Championship? It'll be a joke of the interim championship. You could, if you wanted to give everybody the feel-good moment for Chelsea Green winning an interim World Championship, fine. I'm okay with that. I think, though, Chelsea Green offers a swerve opportunity where she could get attacked in the back, which has been happening a lot on SmackDown, and open the door for somebody to take her place, being Blake Monroe, who could come out and win the championship in this match. But that's not my prediction. Even though I would love that booking, that is not my prediction. My prediction is the fifth woman in the match who I haven't mentioned yet, Lash Legend. She's big, she's tough, she's young, and she needs to be established as the main event level star. Nia had two chances to get in this tournament and into this match and messed them both up through outside interference, none of her own doing, by the way. Lash Legend winning here would lead to a feud and breaking up of those two, but it would lead to a great feud between she and Nia, and I would love to see that. So my crazy out-of-the-box prediction for the show is Lash Legend wins the Interim Women's Championship and will later on go on to face Rhea Ripley, where she will defeat Rhea Ripley to unify those championships. And they're going to push Lash Legend to the moon. Then we get to the main event. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, World Heavyweight Championship. I literally, in my show notes, when I was trying to decide all my picks, I've gone back and forth on this one more than any other match. It's going to be Seth. It's going to be Roman. If it's Seth, it just fuels the conversation about everything they've been talking about for all this time. See, Roman just can't beat Seth, and it opens a doorway to do it one more time down the line somewhere at a bigger stage, WrestleMania or something like that, if that's something you decide to do. However, I do feel like at that point it will have been done to death. It's already kind of been done to death, so I don't really necessarily want to see that either. So what do? Do you have Roman beat Seth? Well, it would be new, but then you're getting that monkey off his back, and you really can't go back to it because that's really the only reason for them to fight this time. So do you really shut the door on Seth and Roman forever tonight? You might. And then there's the LA Knight factor and the Solo Sikoa factor. Solo is so over right now that there is nothing you could do to stop the rocket ship that is his organic growth with the fans. Everybody is loving this character out of him. And then you look at LA Knight. It is obvious to me that LA Knight was rushed into the main event in Saudi a couple years ago against Roman and has never really gotten back to that level, and that's really what he needs to do. So how do we do that effectively? So the best way to do that is have Roman win here and have LA Knight be the next challenger for Roman. I don't see Knight beating Roman, though, and that's where I get a problem with this, because I really want to see Roman lose the championship to LA Knight, and I just don't see Triple H doing that, especially after the comments last night. Some people in the after show, and I don't want to get a lot into last night, but in his comments in the after show, they were talking about, we keep pushing the same people. He's like, who's a bigger star than Roman, Punk, Cody, Rhea? If you're not as big a star as they are, you got to go get yourself over. They're over. They are the biggest stars. That's why they're in the positions they're in. When I said earlier about Lash Legend, she's not in that echelon yet, but she's somebody who very well could be someday. She's got the look. She's got the skill set, so who knows? My prediction tonight is Roman Reigns retains the championship against Seth Rollins, gets the monkey off his back, and they shut the door on that feud, hopefully forever, and we'll see where it goes from there. That's our official predictions. I hope we got them all right. If we did not, I'm sure you guys will let me know in the comments. Please do, by the way. The comments, the likes, the subscriptions all help the logarithm and brings my content to you more efficiently. This episode, as was last night, both are podcast-only versions out through all the podcast networks. I'm not at my normal location. I'm in the nation's capital, Washington, D.C., recording. So I was not able to get these up on YouTube, so I apologize to anybody who typically catches me on YouTube or any of the other streaming platforms for video. We will get our next episode back up to those platforms. But for now, I hope you guys enjoy Night 2 of SummerSlam, and we'll catch you back later in the week with our review of all things that were SummerSlam, and we'll go over that at that time. That's all the time we have for this episode. Check back with us next episode and we run down the latest wrestling news and rumors. Special thanks, as always, go out to Suno for creating the music and sound effects we use in our show. Hey, look, here's a new one for you. If you want to check out a new game, now, I'm all about these new games. Check out Banani Market. Test your shopping skills against the rest of your competitors in this supermarket thriller from thegamecrafter.com. Grab a copy today of Banani Market. Are you looking for your next career move? Maybe you're considering college, university life, or maybe you just need some formal training for your next career decision. Go to our website at frolifeplanning.com for all your higher education needs, as Fro Life educational planning is for today, for tomorrow, and for life with Fro Life. I'm Fred Froelich, better known as Dr. Fro. I want to thank you for taking some time with us today. Until next time, take care, everybody. Have a great night. Have a good one.